she feels she has to be loud to be heard.
Sometimes she feels she has to be loud to be heard.
I just wanna talk to you, but you won't hear what I have to say. I just wanna talk to you. I just wanna talk, yeah. I just wanna talk to you, but you won't hear what I have to say. I just wanna talk to you. I just wanna talk, yeah.
This is new for me. All the things you couldn't do for me. You've been trying to figure out putting words inside my mouth. You've been stuck inside your head cause we're stuck inside the house. And I know it's easy to choose fear, and I know it's hard to see clear. And I know your heart starts racing when your thoughts start making your body start pacing like, whoa, fuck, how did we get here? And why the hell are we yelling through tears? How did this get so complicated? Went from friends to love making, now we're fighting and we're hating. I don't wanna be with you like this. Can we go back, start again for all the things that we said? All the messages misread, all the desires left in bed. We were so close and I miss you. Wanna tell you everything like please.
I just wanna talk to you, but you won't hear what I have to say. I just wanna talk to you. I just wanna talk, yeah. I just wanna talk to you, but you won't hear what I have to say. I just wanna talk to you. I just wanna talk, yeah.
I just wanna say all the things that I should have that I didn't yesterday. When you told me to my face how you wanna be with me, flipped a switch, turned cold, change your feelings in a day. What the fuck? So are you seeing someone else? Cause I need to know for my own mental health. Cause I need to know if I should really move on. I need to know if there's nothing left and it's gone. So what? What do you wanna do? Cause I'm tired of this back and forth with you. It's a high or a low, it's always touch or it's go. You either wanna move fast or you wanna take it slow. I don't know how you feel. Cause the second that I think that you're keeping it real, you pull away and shut me out like it's no big deal. I was just trying to love you, girl. Why's that so surreal? Goddamn.
I just wanna talk to you, but you won't hear what I have to say. I just wanna talk to you. I just wanna talk, yeah. I just wanna talk to you, but you won't hear what I have to say. I just wanna talk to you. I just wanna talk, yeah.
I don't know why this is fucking me up. Maybe cause quarantine's been fucking us up. I've been trying to find the answers, I keep searching deep inside me. Maybe I'll find something by the end of this blunt. Cause I think you really wanna be together. I know if I was there, you'd be chilling in my sweater. I know if I was there, we'd be cuddled on the couch. I know if I was there, you'd be kissing my mouth. I know if I was there, I'd be singing to you, bringing you coffee in bed, cooking your favorite food to rub you next so you relax and finally let go. Go outside and watch the moon sit on my lap while we smoke. But I also know that this is hard to do. Grow and learn from a distance, but I wanted to with you. So I hate the fact that we're just giving this up before we ever even tried to even see what it was.
I just wanna talk to you, but you won't hear what I have to say. I just wanna talk to you. I just wanna talk, yeah. I just wanna talk to you, but you won't hear what I have to say. I just wanna talk to you. I just wanna talk, yeah.
I am too speechless to encrypt into code words that are far too spellbinding to ever be said.
I'm used to languages speaking in tongues.
Alright, hi guys. Welcome to All Girls Alliance.
Hi guys.
We are live.
Asha will be on soon.
Yeah, Asha will be here soon. First things first, thank you to Colorado Mom for subscribing. We appreciate you so much. Alright, and we have with us tonight, we can all agree that 10 is the best season, right? Like, we've talked about this so many times on the stream.
Yes, no one can beat 10.
No one can beat 10. Many have tried, many have failed miserably. But we have tonight Michelle
The
Costa.
one. The only.
Yes.
Michelle Costa.
Yay, Michelle.
Michelle, unmute your.
I got it. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Hi, girls. I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on Girls
Yes.
Alliance.
Absolutely. We're so excited to have you. Many have tried the Girls Alliance. We're going to make it through at least this season. So I don't know how we would actually do on Big Brother, but I think we're doing okay here. But we're super, super excited to have you. You were one of the first people that we reached out to and the first person to respond. So we're super, super happy to have you.
That's so true.
First and first, I like it.
Yes. And thank you, Nicole, for subscribing. We appreciate you so much. Yeah, anybody can subscribe now. Help support us, help support the stream. We super appreciate it. But we actually have like stuff to talk about today, which is weird for us for the last couple weeks because we've been so bored and just mad. But this week,
yes,
we're not as mad.
Mad is definitely a word that a lot of people have been.
Yes, for sure. But so I mean, we left off on Thursday night. Danny won HOH on the stream, or like while we were on the stream, while we were watching the live HOH, and she obviously put up David and Kevin, which we
Listen,
saw.
we made that happen, okay? We made that happen because we were rooting. We decided that if we were rooting for the people to fall,
yes, if we rooted for the people that we didn't want to win, then they would win, or they would lose. Yeah. So we rooted for Cody the whole time.
And Nicole.
Yeah.
I like.
It worked out. But then she obviously
reverse psychology. Yes.
So people were getting mad at me on Twitter because they really thought I was rooting for.
I know, it was so funny. But so let's get our thoughts first on Danny being HOH. Like, what was your first thoughts, Michelle, when she won?
Well, my actual first thought was, oh my God, this is my favorite comp because I hung off this wall in my season for 3 hours.
Yes.
All 5, 9 and a half, 100, whatever pounds. Against little tiny, teeny April. You could just put her in your pocket. So I was like, oh my God, I love this comp. And this is a comp that anybody could win. So it was exciting to watch because you just didn't know what was going to happen. You know, I love Danny outside the house. I'm not a fan of her gameplay. I was rooting for her in the beginning, but not as like, you know, outside the house, I'm cool with her, but inside, I think she's been playing a really bad game.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't like what she's doing. It's just I think a lot of it, well, like the root of it all, really came down to the whole Ian thing. For me and her not sticking up for him, and her having a daughter and stuff, and I don't know. I was like, why, Danny? Why? But you know, it is what it is. But game-wise, I was like, okay, I'm glad that she won because this will be something that will get some stuff started in the house. I felt like this might be, this might be like that little switch of, okay, they're going to probably start actually playing Big Brother somehow, somewhere. So, and it did kind of start unraveling.
Kind of inadvertently, because like I feel like she didn't mean for it to unravel quite this much. Like she, you know, she kind of, it started rolling and she couldn't stop it, which is funny to me. But yeah. So Danny wins HOH, and then she nominates. So we had Bailey and Day on the block last week, and then she nominates the only 2 other people of color on the season. The thing is, she knows that it looks bad, right? Like, she's been talking about it. She's aware. Oh, I just did too. I don't know where that came from. Yeah, it's super frustrating. But David had power. Who saw that coming?
Yes.
Like, I mean, I know we knew he had a power, but before we knew, I wasn't even talking about him having power. I thought it was going to be,
I thought it was Devon.
I thought Day had one, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was kind of like, even if he has a power, does he know what to do with it? He doesn't even know, though. He's playing Big Brother. He doesn't know what HOH and veto. Like, he doesn't know what's going on.
Yes.
I was so nervous. I'm like, okay, is he going to use his power? I didn't realize he had to, like, do it secretly. I thought he could just.
Yeah, you were like losing your mind. Yeah, in our group chat, everybody was like, "David didn't use power. David didn't use power." I'm like,
yeah, because I had no idea he had to like do it secretly. I felt like he could just stand up and be like, "I have the power."
Right.
But then they like the way, that, especially Memphis, if like the way that he was driving the narrative, set like the things that he was saying about David, like that he needs to basically like tell them that he had the power. He doesn't have to tell you shit. Like, who does he owe you anything? Like, do you guys know how to play Big Brother? Did you pay attention to your own season?
He admitted. Michelle probably has thoughts there.
Right there.
What do you think about Grandpa?
Well, you know what's so funny? So, of course, you know, I was rooting for my fellow Big Brother 10.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Dan was in there for like 14, and then Jesse came back as just random like stuff like all the time.
Yeah.
But like, hello, it took 12 years for you to bring back some Big Brother 10, technically. Yes. Like, okay. But see, this is the thing that kind of is shocking to me. How many people are like surprised by Memphis? Like, oh my God, he's like such a butthole, or he's so mean, or you know, his ego is like, you know, up to there, and he talks down to people, and I'm like,
did you watch 10?
Like, where were you?
Yeah.
Like, did you just watch the CBS edited version of it? And
that's what happened.
So I was kind of like, you guys, it's the same person that's just riding kind of coattails, waiting for the rest of the alliance to do the stuff. And then he's going to come in, and he's going to stab you in the back, and stab you in the front, and stab you in the throat, and all that kind of stuff. Ask Keisha.
Yeah, I was going to say, he didn't wait to do it to Keisha. He did that right off the bat this time.
But like, also...
yeah, and like, you got to think like, okay, so this is All Stars, so you go in there, and you're like, okay, I see, let's cancel out the pre-alliance. Let's cancel that out, and let's say you walk in and you're like, ooh, like, okay, without even saying anything, I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, even though whatever happened in the house happened, we can work together in some sort of way. I know how you play, I know how, you know how I play. We might not be like tight, but maybe we could be an ally. We can get each other information to a certain point, and then we can decide after that. But
yeah,
I mean, he didn't even like try to like think about his own game at that point and keeping her.
No, he didn't try anything. Like he like literally at the beginning he was like, yeah, I mean, I'd like Keisha to be here, and then somebody was like, well, I think we're gonna vote her out. He's like, okay. Like,
he doesn't care.
No effort.
All he cares about is his Derek alliance with Cody. That's all he cares about.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's like it's going to get to a certain point, and then like your head's going to get chopped off, right? Because this can only go on for so long. Like this week, I think it's going to start the unraveling, you know, of some of these alliances.
Yeah.
That were not organic. You know, that's the other thing about it, is I was excited to see like, oh, who's gonna like have like an alliance that you never would think of, like just like organically, like, you know, it just happened and it was awesome. Not like kind of like a dating game. Like, I got this really good blind date for you. Okay, they might put out, they might not. You might have to pay half the bill, but. Like, it was like, okay, you guys we're gonna have the super alliance.
Yeah.
Really, at the end of the day, just to help one person.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what's so irritating, is that like it is just helping one person. So like, I don't understand what these other people are getting out of it, right? Like, I don't know if Derek just like sold it as like, oh yeah, it's gonna get you all to the end, blah 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 blah, and like, you know, all this stuff, but like it's very clearly in the interest of one person. So why are they going along with it? That's what I don't understand about this pregame alliance is like, yes, okay, I get that you made a pregame alliance, and like, you know, people see it on the challenge all the time, you know, it's part of the game there, and like, okay, fine, but they're still playing the game. Like, you can do both, but the way that they're doing it has just completely ruined the season, and I'm mad about it. Like,
Yeah.
it's just so frustrating.
You can't stop like people getting to know each other at, like after their seasons are over. Like you, like how you're friends with Danny, and like you become friends with other cast members. You know what I mean? Like that happens. But for them to be literally like set up, so like, okay, this is how the game is gonna go, and they have like a hit list on like who they go in each row. How is that fun? How is that like the game? Like you're just changing the game to meet your own like victory, like your victory tour, basically.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm friends with a lot of them in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of them I'm friends with.
Yeah.
And I think it would be like part of the Big Brother social game is to walk into the house and be like, oh shit. Mm-hmm. Like, I know a lot of people in this house right now, and there's going to be some people's feelings that are going to get hurt. There's going to be some people that are going to get, it's just the game. And then you're going to have like, you stabbed me in the back, we were friends. Like, that's like the good stuff. Like, that's the meat and potatoes. Like, that's what I would want to see in All Stars, because guess what? Let's just be real here, right? Everybody eventually has met or has talked or has done a charity event together or whatever.
Some sort of connection. Definitely. Yes.
Yeah. Some sort of connection, right? But when you don't even have to say it, you walk in and you look in their eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you see what can come about it, right? Because you don't know how, you know, what's going to happen. You don't know what powers are going to happen. You don't know if someone's checked in that might have not done a good job in certain things in their season, or checked out. Maybe their social game isn't as good as it was, or their comp game isn't as good as it was. So, you know, you're going to invest into something that you don't even know what's actually going on yet. You know, keep it like an option, but it should be like an organic thing. Like, I walk in, I look at you, you look at me, we'll talk later. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But the way that, you know, we probably have more than half of the story of what happened outside of the house before. Mm-hmm. I think there's a lot more to it.
Yeah.
Like, it was like they were like playing it outside the house because other alliances were forming within the Power Free Alliance, and then they take the screenshots and they showed it to people, and what the fuck is this?
It's
shit?
like they played sequester. It's like they play. It's okay. You can cuss on here. It's okay. But like it literally
it's like Big Brother. You have to put like a big dot in front of my face.
It's like they played sequester before. Like they played a game of sequester and then they just like copied it, copy paste into the Big Brother house, and it's so irritating. Like, it's just taken out so much of the actual strategy out of the game, and like that's what people watch for. Like, that's what all of these like hardcore fans are, you know, looking for. And then that, and then also the conflict. There's no freaking conflict because like it's already resolved. They did it all pre-season. It's super frustrating. And like,
what? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was.
And not one person has like veered off of it, and like, I mean, maybe there's been like Danny's kind of like, oh, you know, I know there's like a guys alliance and all that stuff, but there hasn't been somebody that's like, I'm not gonna be putting up with this. Like, I need to make some moves or do something or whatever. And it's like they drank the cuckoo juice. They did. Hi.
And like, hi, Asha.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
That's okay. You're here now.
I listened to y'all discussion. I totally agree. It's just a lot going on right now.
Yeah. And like, and it's not just, you know, even the hardcore fans. Like, there's, I can't think of a single time. Actually, I was going to say there's been a handful of times. I cannot think a single time where Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram have all been on the same page, because it's all very different demographics. Each, like, I know it sounds stupid and very 2020, but like each social media platform has very different demographics and different types of fans. The casuals are hating it. The casuals hate the season. That tells you something. Like, that's your pet. That's your baby, CBS. Like, do something. Like, something needs to happen.
This is my problem. I you know, I got a lot of problems, right?
Same.
But this is what a few issues. Okay. So supposedly we can't really say 100% because it's all hearsay, but I know there's receipts out there. That there was this pre-alliance, okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my thing. If somebody goes and grabs a megaphone, gets on their bike, skateboard, Uber, in their car, in an RV, I don't care how they got there, by horse, and they made their way to Studio City, okay? And they megaphone, Nicole's a liar! Cody's a liar!
Yeah.
Or they spent money on a banner. Why do they have to get locked in and locked in the house, and they can't hear that stuff? Why?
Wasn't there a banner
Why?
on 10?
What? There sure was. But you know what I mean? Like, you blatantly know that there was this huge alliance.
Yeah.
So why can't you allow these people to megaphone their thoughts and banner up planes?
Yeah. I think
and allow that to happen. What's the difference?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
That's my thing too, is like I've been pretty firmly, like, I'll joke about like getting a megaphone, but I've been pretty firmly in past seasons like, no, that does take away, it gives people certain advantages, like, even though if it's my favorite that gets helped out by it, it's not always the best thing, because it's not like,
but listen,
yeah, that's the thing, is like,
you don't believe it, or
there's no integrity. So
no.
we haven't had integrity in this season from the jump. So like, does it like, it's not really that different. So
it was tainted day one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Ian and Kevin were the only ones that actually like listened to the megaphone and actually like put it in their mind and are using it like to how they're viewing the game. I don't think anyone else is. Cody and Nicole are running scared, like, and they just try to like put it down. The thing is, like, people wouldn't do that if they weren't bored, if they weren't trying to mix things up, or like, hey, let's put you in this direction, like, hello, open your eyes. But like, they wouldn't do that if it wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
Right.
It's really frustrating, but I mean,
so grab your megaphones.
but we finally did have, a decent week this week. We finally had a win on our side, because that's the thing, is like, people have tried, like, to their credit, Janelle and Kaser tried, and every single person was like, oh no, I'm good with these people, oh no, and it's like, no, you're not. And if Nicole would have listened to Janelle and Kaser, if Day and Bay would have listened to Janelle and Kaser, like, it's so frustrating, because they would have sorry. Yeah. They would have it would have been a completely different game, because we always talk about if the others would just team up against the big alliance, and they always want to do that, but it's too late.
Yeah. I mean, even Tyler said that the fans must hate this season because they're always rooting for underdogs. And like, he knows this, and yet he still does the things that he does. I don't know. First of all, him like saying that he wants to not get a stipend now. I'm sorry, he should have left last week.
They can't see you. Come on.
You should have left last week. Yeah. It used to be this little whiny brat because you didn't get your way. You should have left last week. I'm sorry. Bailey could have been still in there.
What is he gonna do now? I mean, he's gonna be sitting in a jury. So he should have walked his ass right out the door and said, all right, peace out. I'm going to go make seashell necklaces with Angela. Okay?
Well, Gronder,
I'm not going to be put in here. I'm going to go out there and go find some stuff on the beach and make jewelry out of it. Like, don't do that.
I have to do this, sweetie. I can't.
And now what? Now you want to stay in the house, and now you're gonna what? Now they're gonna send Ian home because of what?
Angela called the FBI.
But it's like,
She called the FBI.
What?
Angela made a YouTube video of her being very
That's
upset.
the most clickbait YouTube video I've ever seen.
And she put,
The Big Brother fans.
she put a link for the FBI to report Twitter account.
It's laughable.
And
It
like-
seems like a joke.
And like, okay, yes, nobody should be sending death threats. That's too far.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's one thing
Yeah.
to criticize somebody's game. There's absolutely no reason for threats of violence. It's not something that we would
Absolutely not.
ever condone. And you don't even need to bully these people. You can talk shit about their game all you want. You can talk shit about their behaviors, everything like that. Once you start making it personal and actually start like personally attacking them, yes, I get being frustrated on her end, but like I haven't seen anybody being violent. I did see that like the most death threat-y type of thing that I saw was somebody posted a picture of Tyler in the pool and said they wanted to hold his head under the water till the bubbles stopped. They said they wanted to.
He knows how to swim.
Let's be honest. Everybody gets death threats. I mean, everybody gets some sort of hate.
And
But
like some
nobody,
sort of like
absolutely nobody, should be talking about killing anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
it is crazy. And like yes, that's too far, but like she called the FBI. I feel like you're just wasting resources. Nobody is serious.
The craziest thing I saw was people were just like, "Oh, I'm not gonna buy your fucking cookbook." Like,
Yeah,
let's
that's
calm
exactly.
down.
It's like
you know, like, let's relax.
when Tyler
There you
was
go.
like when we thought that Tyler was going to actually like do something good, we were like, okay, we might like everybody was like adding Angela's cookbook to their cart. But like just to like be like, okay, fine. And then he did what he did and everybody was like, never mind. How do I cancel this
Never
order?
mind. Cookbook canceled. Christmas canceled. Who else is gonna get canceled? Everyone's gonna get canceled. Memphis
You get
canceled.
canceled. You get canceled.
Danny,
You get canceled.
canceled.
You get canceled.
Christmas,
Nicole canceled.
Everybody's canceled.
Christmas has been on her
Everyone's canceled.
aggressive.
Yes, she talks so much shit about other people being aggressive, and I'm
So
just like, do you
entitled.
have any room to talk, child? Like,
I'm like scared of her. Like I'm literally scared of her. I think that someone should go into the DR and be like, I feel threatened with Christmas.
okay, but like,
Sleep
She's
with
a
my
danger
mom.
to others.
this is another thing of like old school versus new school, because can you imagine these people on BB10? Like, they think that what is happening is aggressive. They think that what is happening currently is aggressive. Watch,
But, like,
watch 10.
but, like,
Watch
no,
9. Watch
I'm
9.
not-
Like,
I'm not.
when Chelsea, oh god, yeah, that whole thing with Natalie and
I'm just talking about the way that she's,
Yeah, go ahead.
how violently she's talking about, like, especially all the black people in there. So, like, the way that she's talking is just like, honestly, it's racist. Like, she's like, I'm sorry, like it is. Like,
I mean,
Like the
Oh,
comment,
yeah.
like she was gonna put Bay and Day up, and she's like worried she's gonna get stabbed and shot. Like,
yes, like
It's
okay,
like, girl, you ran
where
some
were you
over
in a car running me over? Okay.
all with a gun on her thigh.
I
She
know.
literally has a gun on her thigh tattooed. So like okay.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
Really, the most she'll do is scream in your face, and like
And
she's the one that has a felony and will hit you with a car. Like, Jesus Christ.
She's lost her goddamn mind, is what she has to say.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that comment was out of line, and she'll have to deal with that when she gets out, because
Mhm.
she don't think she does anything wrong, and people tell her she's not doing anything wrong, and you know what, you're wrong. You'll see it when you come out.
yeah, like
We'll have receipts.
even
Yeah.
just right now, like, you know, this whole, you know, well, okay, we're jumping ahead. So like, so obviously, you know, she put up Kevin and David. David uses power. Tyler goes up, which I thought was a really interesting move. Like, it worked out fine, but I thought it was really interesting that she threw him up there right then. I really, because she didn't want him to be able to play in veto. Like, I thought that was a really ballsy move. But then almost immediately she was like, no, I want you to stay. Can we not have nice things?
Yeah.
We can't have nice things, and the black people are just not allowed to play Big Brother, apparently.
Oh,
No.
All day on the feeds today, everyone's like, well, I cannot believe she is DeVito. It's like,
Nicole is literally, like, I have never really liked Nicole, but, like...
so entitled and disgusting.
So entitled. How does she get to lose her, like, how does she get to lose her
just because she won the power of veto, I get to lose a number instead of her? Like, yes, that's literally the game. You answered your question with your own question. Like, yes, that's exactly why. You moron.
She's ridiculous. She doesn't know how to play. I mean, sorry to say this, but without a male companion by her side.
No, we've been saying it from...
True.
Bay said it and she got evicted.
Saying the truth.
Yes. I personally feel like this week was, let you guys know who I want to win and who I'm rooting for, and that is Davon, okay?
Yes.
So that's number one.
We all are. Yep.
So number two, Davon has been literally on the Big Brother roller coaster of getting screwed over and having to like deal with all sorts of different situations, okay? So what does she do? She gets put on the block. Her good friend leaves. She almost wins HOH, giving us mustard dress fierceness, by the way. Okay?
Yellow.
And she almost wins HOH. She was beautiful. And so then Christmas puts her up, blah, 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 whatever. So then Danny wins. So I'm like, okay, I feel good about the fact because I feel like Dave's going to be safe. But what happens is Dave ends up winning the most powerful power in the house, which is not the HOH, it's the veto.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, we have now turned the table. So now we have just given her some life. We have one-upped her in like Super Mario Brothers. She was down in the dumps, her back against the wall. She was like by herself dealing with these people. And now I hope this has fueled her fire. I hope that this has given her the life that she needed. And she just threw a ratchet in all their games by using the veto. Mind you, she don't need to ask permission to nobody. Okay?
No.
She'll do what she wants when she wants. Period.
Again,
so,
old school
that
versus
being
new
said,
school.
Now they're running like crazy people, like the ants in the backyard. They're running around. Good. Good. Kevin safe. Good. David safe. Good.
Yeah.
Davon safe. Good.
Yep.
Now, you guys
vote each other out. That's what I have to say. Sorry.
We're all feeling it. We're literally all feeling it. Like, I tweeted, I had accepted it. Like, I had accepted that David or Kevin was gonna, that Kevin probably was gonna go home this week because, or that Tyler was gonna win HOA, or Tyler was gonna win POV. Like, I literally tweeted it. I had turned off the feeds. I was like, we all know how this goes. Like, Gradner loves Tyler. We know how this goes. It's gonna be Tyler or Danny or Chris or Enzo is gonna win veto. Like, just accept it, move on, because like these girls will tell you, I have been a delusional optimist this entire season. I have been like, no, this could happen. No, this could happen. No, everything's gonna be fine. No, I was over it. I'm done. Like, it's not gonna work out. Something's gonna get fucked up. This week's gonna suck. We were excited for Danny to win HOH because she wasn't gonna go after Day, and somebody that we love is still gonna go. It's just the way it's gonna pan out. I had accepted it. I tweeted that out, and then like an hour later, it was like, feeds are back. I was like, okay, whatever. I opened Twitter, and they were like, day one veto, and I was like,
I literally thought people were joking.
I thought it was a joke.
I
did too. I thought it was one of those stupid like accounts that tweet out stupid things during veto, and I block them every single time when they tweet out false results. I hate it. I hate it.
Gosh. I'm like so proud of her. Like, this was just like, first of all, she should have won that HOH. That should have been her HOH. 100%. I'm
not this one, last one.
No, the one that she literally should have won.
Against Christmas.
Against Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Again.
She did not deserve that shit forever.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that's I'm saying last HOH. I thought you were talking about this one that with Nanny. I was like, she threw that shit.
So this is going around talking about Days on her high horse that she won this veto, blah blah blah. I'm sorry, you didn't win that HOH. The HOH was given to you.
It was literally handed to you.
Yes. Because Davon accidentally got the question wrong. You didn't deserve that. You didn't win it.
Yeah.
She was literally like acting like she freaking won, like she deserved it.
Yeah.
Like she was being such a brat the whole entire time.
It's just a parallel with our real world, you know?
Well, no, I know. And then, like,
people who've been working their ass off.
And then
people take credit for it.
And then like, honestly, she should have just done the correct thing and listened to Tyler and put him on the block, because she just screwed herself over, because now no one likes her. I think the only person that likes her right now is Memphis, because they both talk the same shit.
And they're both like seem horrible.
Yeah. Horrible people. Literally horrible people. They just talk to each other all day long because they get each other.
We talk a lot of shit on this podcast.
I love it. I love it.
Because like because it's
as you can tell, I tend to talk a little junk sometimes.
But like it's so frustrating because, like, you know, like Asha said, it's literally is just like society, and we've got Nicole over here, like the most entitled person I have ever seen. Like, the entitlement and just the lack of self-awareness honestly baffles me. Like, I can't wrap my head around how she honestly thinks that what she's saying is correct. Like, of course Davon's gonna use the veto. What do you mean? And she doesn't need your permission. And she's like, I just can't believe that she didn't think about how this would make me feel. Bitch, it doesn't matter how it makes you feel. This isn't about you right now.
She's like,
if there was an Olympics for victimizing yourself, homegirl would take all the gold medals. Insane.
All of them.
You literally
and the silver and the bronze.
Like,
she goes through a full sweep.
Yes, she's got all of it. Yes.
You could tell her, hey, like I just got stabbed today. You know, I have to go to the hospital. She'd be like, oh my god. I really hate knives. I haven't been able to use a knife in weeks. It's like, can you relax? Can you just let people have their moment for one fucking second? I
cannot.
Oh my god.
I really hope that CBS gives us Davon's speech, because apparently it was great.
Really? Yeah.
But like the whole time after the veto ceremony, like I haven't had feeds on since like 3 my time, so 4 your time. But like,
did you really make them raise their hands?
No, Danny didn't do that. She backed out of it. But like, they were like, her speech was just too much. She was too happy that she was using a veto, blah, blah, blah. No, actually it was funny because the reason that plan got squashed, and Michelle, I don't know if you saw this, but last night, really late last night, after feeds came back at like 4 a.m. BB time, they were having a committee meeting up in the HOH. And Danny was talking
committee
about,
with a KKK? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Let them know.
What do you know?
Like, so they were having a meeting up in the HOH at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Everybody else is sleeping, and they were talking about Danny wanted to interrupt Davon during the veto ceremony, ask Kevin and Tyler to leave the room, and then say, Day, look, everybody that's going to vote out Tyler, raise your hand. And try and convince her that they were going to vote out Tyler if she didn't use the veto, and left Kevin on the block. And to all of our surprise, the voice of reason here was Memphis.
Imagine that.
I'm still shocked because he turned to Danny and said, this is a bad plan. This is her first win. You have to this is her first meeting that she gets to hold, and you're going to interrupt it and steal her spotlight. This is going to be a really bad look, and it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, wow. Why are you trying to, you're trying too much. Yeah. So you're trying to be sneaky and shady, and I don't like it.
And again,
She would have seen right through that.
well,
Davon
and
would have
she
seen
saw
right through
She's
it.
been seeing right through all week. Like since she won the veto, they've been trying to convince her that
And they have the same script every single.
And it's like, okay, if you're gonna vote out Tyler, then it shouldn't matter if I take Kevin down.
Right?
Like, I
that
tweeted it earlier.
She's not stupid.
It's exactly like Eric's move in Survivor Fans versus Favorites when he gave away his individual immunity after the girls said, "I just want it to show me that you trust me.
Yeah.
Give this person your individual immunity, and we won't vote you out." And he's like, "But if I keep my individual immunity, then you can't vote me out." And she's like, "Well, but then we could vote you out next week." His dumbass did it and went down as one of the dumbest dumbest things that has ever happened in Survivor. But that's literally what they were trying to pull on Davon. Like, if you don't use it, if you don't make him safe, we won't vote him out. Don't worry.
She's
Okay. No,
she's not stupid. She saw right through them, and also
they were trying to convince her. It was just too much. Like, and she saw right through it the entire time. Like by the end of it, she was getting so tired.
That conversation she had with Danielle in the HOH room, she was just clocking. Danielle was stuttering.
She didn't know what to say.
Yeah, it was so frustrating.
They don't give her enough credit. They don't give Day enough credit. They got to watch out because she's very smart,
she's very intelligent,
and she's been playing a lot of different games when it comes to like Big Brother and Challenge, and she's played them. She played the Challenge very well. So you don't need to convince somebody so much, like you were saying. Yeah. Why are you trying to convince me? If you're going to vote out Tyler, what's the big deal? Why are you so adamant about this? If it's and number one, you can't even freaking vote. So stop telling me what's going to go on with the votes because you don't got to vote. You remember?
Yeah. Well, and Day clocked her because she was like, Danny ran through the votes, right, that she had for Kevin. And then she was like, okay, well, if I take off, the votes that she had to keep Kevin, she's like, okay, well, if I or against Tyler, okay, if I take off Kevin, what's the next choice? And she's like, well, I'll have to put Ian up. And Day's like, okay, well, can't your people just vote out Kevin or vote out Tyler still? And she was like, well, I think if Ian's up because he's a winner, then they won't do it. They'll vote out Ian instead. And Day's like, so you're telling me that you don't have control over the people that you're telling me that you have control over?
Right.
Okay, cool.
And then put up another option. Put up a Christmas.
That's
put up well, you can't put up Tyler. Put up a Memphis. Put up
yes, that was
put up one of your people. That'll secure it.
Yes, okay, Danny. If you really want Tyler out that bad and you don't want Ian to go home, you have other options. Put up Nicole.
Yeah.
So Nicole would cry. Nicole on the block is something I'm really truly waiting for.
Like, put up Nicole. Put up Cody. Put up Cody. Nobody's going to vote out Cody. He's the most well-protected person in the house. Nobody's going to vote out Cody against Tyler.
Nicole's sitting there like, why would Davon do that and have me now vote out Ian? I'm sorry, who put up Ian? Danny put up Ian, not Davon. Davon saved someone. She didn't put Ian up. Like, she had no
control. And you really didn't care about Ian when they were making fun of his autism. Exactly. So stop it with that bullshit, Nicole.
Yes. And
the only reason they care now is because DR got into their little ear and was like, hey, you guys look like assholes. Stop it.
That's the only reason. Well, and then like you've got well, and then you've got Nicole and Danny, and Christmas, like, I can't believe she would do that, blah blah blah, that whole thing. But then they're like, what did she say? She said, it just shows that she doesn't trust us. We told her that we were going to vote out Tyler, and, we had the votes, and she just doesn't trust us, and that's why she used it. If she can't trust us, then she's not really with us.
You're not with her.
But you were lying to her, so she had no reason to trust you. You were lying the entire time. What do you mean?
They were, and I think
played yourself on this one. You played yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
They want her to align with them, but they're not going to align with her. That's the problem. And they think that she's just going to blindly be one of their sheep, and she's not going to be.
Right. And they keep saying, oh, by using the Vita, you're going to have a bigger target on your back. No, she has the same target she had even if she didn't use the Vita. So it doesn't matter.
Since day one. She's been playing with that target on her back the entire time.
And she might as well keep an ally here who's not coming after her, get rid of someone who probably could be.
It's so irritating. I just honestly, I don't get it. Like, I
could see them flipping the votes on Tyler.
So, but it's funny because like the whole thing was we have to make sure that Day thinks that we're sending Tyler home, blah blah blah. We have to make sure that everybody thinks that we're sending Tyler home and that Ian thinks he's safe and blah blah blah. And then who started trying to flip the vote today? Davon.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling that Tyler is gonna go because think about it. I don't think David's gonna vote out Tyler.
Oh, sorry, I meant the other way. Davon started trying to flip it the other way to vote out Ian.
Vote out Ian. But I still think Tyler can possibly go here because because Nicole's not gonna vote Ian. She's not going to vote out Ian.
Nicole could really screw herself this week.
That's what I'm saying. Go Davon for messing up the game.
Yeah, something right.
Nicole, because Nicole has played with Davon 2 times. Davon gave her fucking $500,000, and she has not one grateful bone in her body for her. You would think that she would go to bat for Davon, but no. What does she do? She throws her the bus any second she can get.
Every single time.
Yep.
Because she knows. She's like, she started the season and she was like, I will never go against you, blah, blah, blah. And she's not gonna screw over Davon again. She's gonna get somebody else to do it.
Right, exactly. She's like, oh, I can't do it right now. I'll have to do it later on.
No, but Nicole said, like, she's told Danny, she's told Cody, she's like, I'll never put Davon on the block. I'll never vote her out. So if Nicole is ever in power, which so far she hasn't been, Davon is honestly, I honest to God believe that if Nicole is in power, Davon is safe. But if anybody that Nicole is aligned with is in power, then that's not the case. Because Nicole wants Davon out, she just doesn't want to be the one to do it because she doesn't want to look bad.
Yeah.
What she's failing to understand is Day is gonna get all the info after the season anyways. You're not gonna be friends.
Yeah. They're going to your wedding.
No one's going to that wedding. No one's going to that wedding.
Even if Davon wins $500,000, she's still not gonna fork up $3,000 to go to your wedding. Like,
no one is because it's probably gonna be canceled.
Well, yeah, because so people started coming for Nicole's sponsors, which I'm not mad at because it's not like that. She has like a real job. She's an Instagram influencer, and I'm sorry, but if your views and your actions don't line up with the brand that you're representing, then you shouldn't be representing them. Yep. However,
she would get dropped by some.
She's already been dropped by several. My thing is, can we go after Memphis because he was the one making the comments?
Yeah.
I feel like men never get the brunt of it.
No, that's what it is. It's like I have valid reasons not to like Nicole. I do think that it's unfair that she's the only one getting the hate.
Well, a lot of people are saying it's because he owns all his businesses, so like all they can really do is like target his Yelp pages.
His Yelp pages have been getting hit hard.
People have already been doing.
Yeah, I know that they've been pretty much going on Yelp and all that kind of stuff and putting up bad reviews and Christmas. Her app.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about Christmas is she was already like a solid influencer before coming into the house, so like people are not gonna like stop following her and stop doing. You know what I mean? Like she's not gonna lose anything.
Well, I'm sure a lot of her followers
are also racist.
Bingo!
Yep.
You win. That's right.
Well, and like
hello,
and and she's another one she's just so performative. She posted, her Black Lives Matter stuff, and she's, talking about how, people need to take a look at themselves and their actions if we're gonna make change and blah blah blah. And I'm like,
someone give this bitch a mirror.
Have you met yourself? Also, I hope you guys don't mind. I'm just leaving this comment pinned because
Because it's the only thing that matters right now.
I really do hope Devon wins.
I have
don't
a problem
know
with
if
it. I
casuals
keep
will
staring
vote.
at it. I'm like, yes.
So casuals are actually
yes.
turning in Dave's favor. Like,
Really?
yeah. So I have a casual friend that I talked to her at the beginning of the season, and she was like, "I can't stand Davon's personality," and I was like, "You're an idiot." But because she was backwards, she was like, she is good at the game, but I can't stand her personality, and I'm like, most people say that that's flipped, so I think you might be a little racist, but I literally said that to her. But because she's one of my really good friends, and she actually messaged me the other day. She's like, "Oh my god, like I really like Devon this season. Like I don't know." And then I checked. I'm in a Big Brother Facebook group. I've never posted in it. I just want to see what they're up to because most of the time it's stupid shit. But like, I did check in the other day, and it's very pro Devon. Like,
Love to hear her.
she's
Yep.
being rooted for but that's the thing though, is she's getting a good edit.
She's also the underdog, though. See,
Yeah.
like,
Well, can I just say one thing? Just to clarify things. So I'm very good friends with Day outside the house.
Oh.
And there's a group of us that we do, and we have a group text, and we text each other all the time. Past
Love
Big
that.
Brother alumni. And I can't say this for a fact. I did not know Davon was going in. We heard the rumors like, everybody else did. We questioned her, we grilled her, we had pretty much sent her tons of text messages. We did all that, and she was adamant that she was not on. She never told us. We wish that she did, so we could have given her some tips.
Yeah.
But she went in there not communicating with really anybody at all.
Wow.
So she is a true Big Brother player.
she really is.
The original ones, and it's given us organic Big Brother. Like,
Yes.
she's in there. She came by herself and built up her friendships and stuff with past relationships or just being in the house right now.
Yeah.
That's why we love
But
her.
I just wanted to make that a point for everybody out there
Good to
to
know.
know that she was not part of this Zooms and freaking blind dates and whatever the hell else we're doing.
So yeah, it's funny because that was actually another layer to it, because at first we just thought this might have just been me. The people may have known this, but I just realized this week. But we've known that there was this alleged alliance that started preseason because of Derek and possibly Dan. I think Derek's gotten most of the heat for it. I don't know how much Dan did, but whatever. That being said, Day and Bay were contacted by them. They talked about this on the feeds this week. So there's actually more of a layer to this than we even realized. It wasn't just an alliance. They not only formed an alliance, they also contacted the other people that they thought or were confirmed to be on the show and got information from them to feed back into the alliance. And that's how they came up with their boot order.
Yes.
I agree.
Of who needed to go. So it's really frustrating that Devon was actually contacted but not invited into the alliance. I mean, none of us have to ask why that is, but none of us.
Why.
Yeah, we know why. One of my favorite clips, I actually finally saved it. One of my favorite clips is from Trey Crowder. He's called the Liberal Redneck. He's a comedian, but he did a video about Black Lives Matter, and at the end he said, because he's talking about how rednecks should have empathized with this because rednecks and the law don't get along. Period. So why do they not care? And he says, I would have hoped that we could have empathized with this whole thing, but we don't. And I wonder why. And then he goes, just kidding. I don't wonder. We all know the reason, and that's the fucking point. Yeah. And that's exactly it, is that Day wasn't invited into the alliance, but we look at the alliance and we're like, nope. I know why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, everyone was talking about how Paulie basically set Cody and Day up, but I don't think that, I mean, Cody just wants to go after Davon. Like,
Yeah, Cody doesn't care because
protect herself.
Polly. But that's the thing, though, is Polly's his brother by blood, but Derek's the one that won Big Brother, so he doesn't give a shit what Polly thinks.
Oh yeah, he cried about butterflies. Like, what the fuck does he know about
Like, it's so frustrating because Day could have been set up really nicely if Cody would have taken that seriously, but he didn't.
Yeah. And I don't think Cody and Davon actually talked. I think it was just Paulie telling Cody, listen, like, protect Davon. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's all that really happened.
Yeah.
I don't think they actually talked. Because listen.
And I wonder what would have happened if, you know, Josh and Casey were in there.
Oh,
you know, how would have that played out, you know?
Honestly, it's probably been more entertaining.
Well, so that's the other thing, though, too, right? And I tweeted this out earlier this week, and I said, you know, there was initially, because Tyler was not included in this pregame alliance.
Yeah, because
he had his own pregame alliance with Josh and Casey and Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but here's the thing. Why was Tyler invited into the big alliance? But Day wasn't, or Janelle wasn't, or Kaser wasn't, or Keisha wasn't, or Nicole wasn't, or Kevin wasn't, or Dave
because
wasn't.
you can't control a Janelle and a Kaser and a Davon. You can't control them and make them your minions because they don't operate like that.
But they think they can,
and that's why.
Tyler, that's the thing that gets me, is like, because this could have been a very different season, right? Like, we could have had Tyler's side versus Cody's side, and that would have been so much more entertaining.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were robbed.
But now it's white people versus black people.
Yeah, it's literally that.
It's literally a rerun of BB21. And that's the thing, though, too, is like, we were so excited that Josh and Casey weren't on the season.
I know, I kind of regret
all of us.
Stupid, because you know what, they probably would have made, like, then we would have not had Keisha and not have Memphis, and honestly I would have been so okay without having Memphis. Sorry, BB10.
I would have rather had Michelle. I tweeted that early in the season too.
Were you called? Were you asked?
I cannot talk about
that. All right, okay. If there isn't a shorter season, would you go on?
Well, listen, this is what I got to say. This is what I got to say. And there are people in that house right now that are all-stars.
Yes.
Do I think that this is a all-stars?
Yeah.
This is not an all-stars. It should have been named differently. It should have had a different theme. Big Brother Pandemic. Big Brother Bubble. Big Brother Redos. Like,
second chance.
Something, but not all stars. And hear me out. I am glad that there's a season on. Do I like it? No. At this point, no. I have a lot of different emotions, but I'm thankful that it's on.
Yeah, same.
I'm grateful that it's on because no matter what, at the end of the day, I love Big Brother, and I'm happy that during these difficult times, we have something that we can kind of escape from, right? And be a part of and get some sort of normalcy out of something that's really not that normal, which is kind of ironic. I think it's kind of like the appetizer, right? So you get the bread and the butter, then you get the appetizer, then you get the meat and potatoes. Now that's the good stuff. So this to me is like a dry run. Like Big Brother saying, you know what? We need to see if we can do this bubble thing. Like this pandemic thing's not going away anytime soon. So we need to figure this out. So we need to like actually see if this is going to work. So we're going to have a bubble, and then we're going to put people in the bubble. And then, you know, we're going to see who has COVID and who doesn't, stays in the house, and it's all stars. And so for round 3, see where I'm going here, people? I'm reeling you in.
Oh, we're real.
Because
we're in.
There's not going to be any survivor for at least another year. At least. filmed Survivor. So at least another year, you will not have a filming of Survivor.
Yeah.
You will not have a filming of Amazing Race. That being said, you have a lot of space within your listing of shows that need to be filmed.
That's fair.
So this is.
Oh my God. We just did a Big Brother. We did it with the COVID. We had this bubble. It worked. So why do we have just another Big Brother All-Stars or a Big Brother Redemption or Revenge or something maybe around February or March?
Or Big Brother Legends.
I don't know.
There's some
I think that's what I personally think. That's what I would do. That's just my opinion.
So this is actually something we were just talking about in our group chat yesterday. Because I said
I was super high. Run reading.
Because the thing is that like a week ago, I was like, you know what? This is trash. I wanted All Stars for so long. I'm over it. I don't ever want to see an all returning player season again. Literally said that. And then all of a sudden, Johnny Fairplay started yapping his little jaw. And he said...
He followed us.
And he said, there's a Legends season slotted for January featuring Dan Giesling, Janelle, and Kaser. It'll have a celebrity Big Brother type of timeline. And so it'll be a shortened season, which a lot of the Legends, the only reason they didn't come back is because Big Brother is really fucking long. They said they'd play Survivor. Janelle said, I'd play Survivor again. Or I'd play Survivor. Not again. I'd play Survivor before I'd play Big Brother again, because Big Brother is 3 freaking months long, and Survivor is only a month and a half long. Like,
Danielle Reyes said if it was a shorter season, she'd do it.
So I agree with Michelle here. I think that we could be getting a bigger, better type of thing, because I've been saying it for months that before All Stars was confirmed, I said it would make sense that they do Big Brother because it's an easily quarantined show. They have so much airtime to fill because the fall shows are all falling through. They don't have anything to put on the TV. The Big 10, college football, gone. Like, you know, these networks, not just CBS. We've got so many things that are falling through because of COVID, and you've got things like Big Brother and The Circle that are, you know, easily quarantined shows, and it's like, okay, well, we'll do those.
I feel like it would be no feeds too. I feel like that
for
that
Legends,
would
I don't think so. Because I mean, if we have feeds for Celebrity,
are you packing your bag soon?
Yeah, really. That'd be amazing.
Blink twice if that means yes.
It was just an opinion.
I know, but it's just. It is just.
I'm just saying what I think. You know, they gotta fill the time.
Yes.
Even though they know that the season's bad, they know.
Yes.
It's still the number one show. It's still the number one ratings. It's still the number one thing trending. It's still the number one thing on social media.
Yeah, every week,
It's
you
super
know,
frustrating because I'm like, half of me wants to just be like, okay, nobody tweet about it. Everybody go dark.
So Michelle is packing her bags in a few months.
Did they give you your Big Brother key?
That would be amazing.
I honestly think too, they need to stop with the recycling. Okay, stop the recycling. You need to get people like that haven't been on 3 times or 2 times, like, because like people that maybe aren't on social media a lot, or you
like
know,
Crazy James.
just something.
Honestly,
like Crazy James from BB10.
Yep.
I love him.
But you know Paul's gonna get asked back.
You know, it's like you wouldn't know what some of these people would do, or you know, it's like it would be awesome. And you know what else? Like, if I was a producer, what I would do, I would like go and try to get some intel, and I would find out who like are close, like which Big Brother guests are close together. And even though it would be kind of shitty, it would be smart is to get these groups of people that hang out and put them in the house
Against
and
each other.
really see what happens to these friendships.
Yeah.
Because some people gonna get
Well,
some
and you
people
could do
gonna get angry.
at that
I
point
honestly
you could do a duos twist, or like the challenge has done, which is one of my favorite things that the challenge does because it makes it so interesting, is that they'll do like a villain, or not villains, rivals. So
Yeah,
like
Yes.
That's what I want to see.
pair them up with someone they hate.
Rachel and Nicole.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
Oh my god, that would be really good TV. That would be really good TV.
You know what? You know it's gonna be really funny when Nicole doesn't get asked to go to this Legends show, and she's gonna be so upset and so pissed.
Also, that's the other thing that like is really interesting, is because some of these people are fucking up their like legacy so badly that they'll never be back.
No, don't never
You know?
be back.
Like
It'll-
Tyler is being such a spoiled brat in the house, such an entitled brat that
He's not gonna-
you know, he's somebody that I've really respected. Like, he's not like my favorite person, but he is somebody that I've respected on the game level. And like the way that he is just trying to quit every week, CBS will never have him back. Like, it was one thing of like, because there was rumors for a really long time that the reason that CBS didn't do All Stars again is because the first All Stars cast was such a freaking handful. Like, you know, like them breaking out of jury and going and
But they played.
like going to
They played
Yes.
the game though.
But that's the thing though, is like, but they were such a handful and they were so like entitled, you know,
But
because they know how
stole
things work.
some golf carts and left the
But
jury
that's
house.
but that was a rumor, is like that's why they didn't do All Stars again, and then they finally do All Stars again, and they act like this. Like
they're
me
threatening
and
to.
Tyler both are like, if I go to jury, I'm leaving.
I'm giving you my stipend. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
That's just like so unfair for the people that actually wanted to be there and like didn't get picked. You know what
Yes.
I mean? Because like, how is that fair?
This is. I think that they forgot. Okay, and I'm gonna put the asterisk. I'm gonna do this. You're on freaking Big Brother All Stars. Okay, number one, like you should have done your research, David. So you do it in HOH and Veto and whatever. That's a totally different story. But like they should have walked in there and said, "Hey guys, you know what? We're all in this house. We all should be thankful we're here. You know, we all got paid. You got a check. Put
Yeah.
some money in your pockets. Let's play Big Brother. We all are gonna walk out. We know at least the same amount, if not a little bit more. Let's give the fans and ourselves a good battle in here, and may the best person win.
Yeah.
And let's just go for it. I mean, come on. You got money in your pocket before. I know if I was, when I first went in the show, if I got my pockets lined like that before I walked in,
Smartest girl there.
Oh, man. Like, balls to the
And
wall.
that's the thing, is like, I'm almost like they shouldn't have paid him. Like, they shouldn't have given him any money, because at this point, like, they gave him too much money, and now they're like, well, I got my 40 grand. Like, the people before jury started, they're like, let me just go. Like,
Got my money. Keisha, smartest girl in the bunch.
I know, somebody said that on
Literally.
the feeds the other day. Like,
She left week one, took her check, and bounced.
She's like, I made my appearance. Bye.
have you talked to
and
her?
giving us life on social media. Okay,
She really is.
life.
Yes.
Love her.
I was like, I texted her. I was like, girl, I don't know who's running your account, but they are.
Is it,
No,
really her? Is it really her?
I don't know. I don't know if she's out of, because I don't know if they are in like their sequester house still. Like I wasn't
they're
not
not,
sure if they
'cause
have to be
Nicole's-
quarantined.
They're not,
No.
because Nicole's home, and yeah, and Keisha's been doing a lot of like podcasts and stuff, so they're not like,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
I just don't know if it's actually her.
yeah.
I want it to be her so
Because-
badly. Can you
Because
confirm?
let me tell you something. I sit back and I just like,
She
wow.
Yeah. We
Drag
wanted to get
Drags.
in touch with her to
Drags.
get on the podcast. I wanted to have her and you on at the same time, but I wasn't able to get in touch with her. But that would be so much fun, like to have both of you on. but because
Love Keisha.
we love Keisha, and we were so excited that she was there. Like, but that was the thing. Like at the beginning, we were like, we're getting too many good things. We're getting like CBS doesn't like us like this. Like CBS gives us nothing, and we live for it. You know, they give us nothing consistently. They're giving us everything right now. Something's gonna go wrong. Derek went wrong.
Oh,
Well, we just gotta go by what happened today, and Davon used the veto and screwed them all up. So let's watch it all unravel.
They just
like when you pull a string on a sweater and the whole thing falls apart. I love it.
And who wins HOH on Thursday.
One of them has to because they're screwed if otherwise they're around the block again.
If one of them wins,
it's gonna be Cody.
Then Dave's out. The problem is that like, oh my god, they just don't know how to handle not being in power.
Nope. No, they're scrambling, but really badly. Like they're not just like game scrambling; they're like dying inside.
They're just entitled.
It's crazy. Well, when you have so many alliances, you can't remember what you said and did with one, and you mess up, and you walk into a room and you don't know who's in there. You're telling them, "Oh, this one wants to go talk." I mean, sometimes your plate is full, it's too much, and you end up screwing yourself. So, you know, that's happened, and it's going to continue to happen. But ladies, I don't mean to cut you off, but I need to get going.
That's okay. Thank you so much for talking to us.
I got a bag to pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a bag to pack, girl. You got a bag to pack.
Yeah. We will live for you if you end up on an.
Let's just put it this way: to answer your question, if I was asked to go back and everything was, you know, okay in my outside life with work and family, I would happily accept the invitation.
Ooh.
Good to know.
That's very good to know.
We look forward to seeing you on the Legends season.
I'll get to see you at the premiere party. So I feel blessed.
Are they gonna have it this year?
Well, if it happens next year, if it happens, I've got to hang out with Michelle multiple times. So,
well, I guess we'll see you then. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate you so much.
Thanks for having me part of your alliance. I mean, this is a girls' alliance. They got to have more of these girls' alliances.
Yes.
No April, we promise.
We 100% agree.
So thank you for having me on, ladies. And I really appreciate you guys reaching out to me and wanting to chit-chat with me. I just want to say something. I just am so blessed and thankful for the past 12 years of this crazy life that, you know, now I know that never will leave me. All the Big Brother fans have been amazing. And even if you hate me, I love you. And if you love me, I love you even more.
We love you.
But I am thankful for all you. And thank you for having me on your podcast. You ladies are lovely. And I just want to say, everybody love each other. There's too much hate out there. We need to love each other. We need to pick each other up. We're all in this crazy world together. And this, whatever's happening right now, we're all in it together. So we just need to stick together and we need to wear a mask.
Yes.
Sanitize.
Yes, we do.
Wear that mask, girl.
Wear a mask.
Nice cheetah. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Michelle. We seriously appreciate you so much, and we appreciate you being active in the fan base and everything, and talking to us. And you can come back anytime. If you ever just like something happened on Big Brother and you're like, oh my god, I need to vent about this, I need to talk about it, just let us know. You're welcome, whenever.
So this is 24 hours, 7 days a week?
We'll go live whenever. I just have to do my makeup. Give me a little bit of time.
All right, well, thank you again for having me on. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, Michelle.
Bye.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, she's amazing. But we'll talk a little bit longer here. And what's gonna happen? What do you think's gonna happen?
I mean, I think they're gonna somehow, Tyler's gonna go and it's gonna be a big shock and everyone's gonna somehow blame Devon.
It depends on Enzo, I feel like Enzo's the key.
Enzo said that it would be stupid to not vote out Tyler.
I feel like we need Enzo. If Enzo is
Nicole.
I feel like Nicole will be too scared to do.
No, Nicole said she's gonna vote. She's like, I'm gonna flip David so that I can vote for Ian.
I also don't think that David's gonna vote out Tyler.
I don't think.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But they have movie.
It doesn't matter. He's been like Day's right. Like it wasn't just cover. Day's right. He has been so upset about the way that Tyler went about Bailey and Devon.
Okay, all right.
Like
he's revenge for our girls, and
that is fair.
Yeah,
he did seem pretty upset with that whole situation.
And with him getting put on the block by one of Tyler's allies. Nope.
I can't. Okay, maybe we can get Tyler out. Honestly, I mean, think about it. Devon. Well, hold on. Devon, Kevin, David, Enzo.
But so the problem is that today Day started trying to flip it to keep Tyler.
Yes, but she's not actually going to keep Tyler. She's doing that so people.
You think so?
The opposite. Yes, I mean, because she's doing it so they would do the opposite because they don't want to do the same thing that she's doing. She knows this, and I think she's using it to her advantage. I think like they don't want Devon to get her way. So,
I'm ready to Devon Kirby.
Because they're
so much.
Her as a target. I know she's so good. Honestly, I am so proud of her. Like, do you know how proud I am? So proud of her.
Yes.
She's like the only person to come back for the third time and to do better each time.
Yes. Personal growth.
She won her first comm, like.
And she's here to play.
She's here to play. She's not messing around. Like.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. I feel like she just has so many battles that she has to go through, and I feel like it's so unfair for her because like she's the underdog. Like she's the underdog this season. People are gonna root for her because of it, and I think America's Favorite Player is in her ballpark. I literally see it happen. Like I really do. Like I really do.
I would really like for that to happen. Like,
and it would make everyone else super pissed.
Yeah. I think that Day is playing such a great game this time. Like she's kind of stressed out there for a little bit, but like then when we saw her DRs, I was like, oh, nope, she's got all these people.
I still haven't watched an episode yet, but I did see that on Twitter, and I was like, whoa! Meryl Streep who?
This Wednesday is literally I'm most excited. Like I haven't been actually excited to watch an episode
Wednesday
till this Wednesday. What did you say?
Tomorrow.
Oh, Tuesday. Yeah, that's right. Whatever. Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to watch it tomorrow. I'm gone.
Yeah. It's crazy. I can't believe she finally pulled it out. When she didn't even really need it though. Like I need her to pull out an HOH when she needs it. Like this week.
Well, she should have won an HOH.
I need her, Kevin, or David at this point.
Kevin winning next HOH. That would piss all of them off because they're
not going to be able to control it.
Yeah, that's what I need. I need one of them.
Honestly, all we needed was someone to like flip the script on this fucking season. Like, do they not? Like, I think Tyler is the only one that actually understands. Like, this isn't fun. Like he literally said it multiple times. He's like, "This isn't fun for people watching."
Yeah. Like, it's so irritating, and so like, when it comes down to the move, like, you know, because there is two sides to it, right? Like, there's, you know, they're saying, you know, it's it's good for the short term for Devon, but it's not necessarily good for her long term game. But like, do we buy that? Because long term, she's not good with Cody anyways. So why should long term matter to her?
Or Memphis.
Like,
they're the only two going after her, and like
Christmas.
And Christmas can suck a dick, but
Memphis is probably.
Yeah, I mean, them too. They might as well just fucking make out. Like, Jesus Christ. Danny and Cody and Memphis and Christmas. We didn't think we were gonna get a showman's.
Everybody keeps saying Davon and David, and I'm like, you guys need to stop.
No, I deny that. Okay, I deny that.
Me too.
I won't allow it.
I reject that,
because there's only 2 Black people, so they're gonna date. No, fuck off.
Of course, that's what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
No.
Every once in a while, they're a little bit flirty, but like, no.
Not to the point that they're gonna showman.
No.
But they can get attacked by and be like, oh, well, you're in a showman, so here we go.
Yep, exactly. It's so ridiculous. Like, okay, I am gonna, we're gonna go off for just a second here. We'll be back in like a minute, guys, okay?
Once we're off, I'll go look for my cord. I haven't been able to find it. It's been a crazy day.
Find your cord. What?
Hold a scorpion in your hands and hold it with care. Sometimes she feels she has to be loud to be heard. I did my best. Thank you for being here.
Here we are looking so fucking dumb. We both knew what the fuck this was. We started out on the same page, casual sex games, didn't want to get attached. We tried to fight it, then force it, we tried to ignore it, but here we are fucking again. And I know I should walk away, but I also really wanna play. And I know we shouldn't start this up, but I want to fuck my feelings up with you. I want to fuck my feelings up with you. I want to fuck my feelings up with you. I looked past all your red flags, 'cause I was lost in your eyes. Our good sex made me forget there's so much about you I don't like. How you make me feel like I've lost all control. You only want me at your beck and call. It's toxic as fuck, but we both love this rush. You're a mess and I'm bored and we're lonely in love. And I know I should walk away, but I also really wanna play. And I know we shouldn't start this up, but I want to fuck my feelings up with you. I want to fuck my feelings up with you. I want to fuck my feelings up with you.
Okay, guys, sorry, we're back. Asha, I think, will probably be back here shortly. Her laptop died. But, oh, Rob finally showed up.
Rob, you missed Michelle.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And we had talked about a little bit of legends. So
I'm obsessed with this idea. Like, I want to talk about it more, but just because I want to talk about it forever, which is exactly how I felt in preseason of All Stars.
Like we talked about it, is it not going to happen now?
I feel like it's going to, like I've been saying, okay, because Julie hinted at a celebrity Big Brother style season. She didn't say celebrity. She has said shortened season like that.
The thing is that so many people who would be on that season, who probably got asked for All Stars, all said the same exact thing. If it was a shorter season, I'd go on. And a lot of them are having babies. A lot of them have real lives that they don't think they can leave for 3 months. If it was like a month, they're like, yeah, sure, I can do that. So I feel like that was a big incentive to them because they were like, oh, so many people said the same exact thing. And these are the people that we want.
Like Brittany Haynes.
Are you crying?
I'm about to because we could get Brittany back.
Brittany probably would be on. I mean, but
yeah, because that was her thing. Was she's like, it's just too long to be away from my family and in the middle of a freaking pandemic. Like, fair.
I can see Vanessa going on. I can see Rachel going on because, like, even though they have babies, I feel like they would totally. They can have a nursery. They have a nursery. Can they have a daycare in the Big Brother house?
I literally thought of that. I was like, honestly, for like Rachel and Vanessa, like I honestly could see CBS just putting like together like a baby visitation thing.
Listen, Rachel wanted to go in pregnant. You think that she wouldn't like?
Just let Alyssa play the comps for me.
I know, she wanted to go in there pregnant. I feel like she would.
I love it so much. But like
go no matter what. She's gonna give birth and be like, all right, I'm going. Let's go. Let's do this. Like she's just like you see all of her pregnancy photos.
I know her thing in like because it was a People magazine shoot. It was so funny.
There was another one when they're wearing all white. They posted it today.
Yeah, it's so funny. But okay, hold on. I'm gonna throw this up here really quick. I don't know how many people are even left right now. We might just talking to ourselves. That's fine. But I'm just gonna throw this up here really quick. So this is Rob did this, and like. So this is not, disclaimer, this is not necessarily what we want. It's just something that we could see CBS doing. I do think that in the current social situations that we're in, I do think that we would end up seeing more people of color, which good. But I do think that this could definitely be a lot of the people that we could see because like Dr. Will, you know, he could take a month off. Like he'd be fine. You know, he's a celebrity cosmetic surgeon. Whatever the hell. I could definitely see Will coming back. He loves the game. He has stayed consistent in the Big Brother community, doing roundtables. He's got a good working relationship with CBS. 100% could see Will coming back for a short season.
Jeff can take a break from his movie making debut.
I mean, I hope not. I feel like
honestly, there's no way in hell that they wouldn't ask Jeff. Like,
so I think that, but then I also think that CBS is trying to improve their image. Like they're doing a bad job at it, but like they're trying, right? And I feel like I don't know. Like he's really problematic. Like really problematic.
No shit. But doesn't mean why did they ask him back to be doing open interviews and shit? Like they don't give a shit.
Because casuals don't watch interviews.
Wow. I hate him.
I hate him too. So Vanessa, like
she has 3 babies, newborn babies. I know. But I feel like she would do it again. I don't know. Has she ever said that she would do it again?
I have no idea. Honestly.
People just want her because she's just so good.
Because she's so good. And I think that, like, if she was to play again after everything she knows, oh my God.
Oh, yeah. I feel like, well, also, like, look how Tiffany got treated.
Yeah. I don't know.
Gone way too soon after the fact, like right after Vanessa, and then you bring in her sister. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my God, she's Vanessa," because it's just what happened.
It's frustrating to me though because like I don't want Derek on a fucking season again. I don't ever want to see his face again after what he's done to All Stars. Like I'm mad, and I don't want him back.
I feel like he would shut it down. To be honest,
what?
I feel like he would shut it down. He would just say no.
After all the hate he's gotten?
After everything that's happened, yes. Because I feel like he's just embarrassed now, and he like blocked half of the freaking fandom.
I can't believe I didn't get blocked today.
I didn't get blocked today. Did you at him?
Yeah.
Oh well, tomorrow you'll probably be blocked.
Yeah, and it has like 200 retweets and like over 1,000 likes. So.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be blocked.
I really feel like I'm probably gonna get blocked. I felt like I was gonna get blocked earlier, and then I just didn't. I was like, oh, I don't know. I think we'll do a special episode dedicated to this as the rumors evolve. But this is something that is starting to be talked about. I was like okay, Johnny Fairplay, whatever, and then Michelle started talking, and I was like.
She said that she's not allowed to say anything.
Yeah, about that.
I see you, girl. I have a feeling that a lot of people said the same exact thing, and they were like, "Yeah, I'll do it, but a smaller season, shorter season, not this one."
When she said this might be the appetizer, I was like.
Honestly, though.
Okay, also though, Bailey also said she'd come back. She'd come back again. If it was a shortened season. She's like, maybe I'll come back as a celebrity.
Yeah.
Because so like I thought, because when we started this podcast, I thought, maybe we would be able to cover a celebrity Big Brother because Julie hinted at it. And so I was thinking that
another BB10 too.
Oh, 100%. But I don't think that's what's going to happen because, like Michelle said, they need airtime. Like they have time that they need filled.
Yeah.
On the air, so this would make a lot of sense. Big Brother really could end up kind of saving CBS right now.
They need us. So they need to
step it the fuck up.
Not with Grotner ones. Thanks. Bye. And also, could we mention Rich because I feel like Rich does not get enough hate.
I know that's been talked about a lot lately.
But like Rich literally told Memphis to intimidate David.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that about? Intimidated him into telling you that he saved himself? God forbid.
No,
but I'm sure
that's not what I was watching. No, I was watching feeds at that time. Memphis said Rich said I can't intimidate.
Oh no, I thought he said he can.
No, Memphis wanted because I think it was Enzo maybe that was like just intimidate or just intimidated out of him or something like that, and he was like Rich said I can't be intimidating. No, yeah. I mean, he is still a shitty person, but no, Memphis said that he can't intimidate. Which good. Why was that your first thought? You psycho.
If it was the other way around, and Memphis saved himself, do you think anyone's gonna say shit to him? No, he saved himself. That's it. End of story. Like, why does David have to explain himself to you? Why does he have to explain himself to anybody? Like
at all. It's so irritating.
Why does Yvonne have to explain herself to anybody? I'm like, if it was you and one of your allies was on the block, you would take him off and instantaneously and wouldn't bat an eye. Mm-hmm. But you're trying to convince her that she has to leave her ally on the freaking. Get the fuck out of here! Yeah. I'm so over their bullshit, and then them trying to justify like going after her now. Oh, God forbid she won a veto and her first competition
used it. Like fuck off.
And actually used it. Do you know how stupid she would look if she didn't use it?
Yeah, because they were playing her, and she knew that. Like you were playing her. So like you're saying that she shouldn't. She doesn't trust you because she didn't trust what you were saying. Well, what you were saying was a fucking lie. So she had a reason not to trust you. She's just better at reading people than you are. So go away, Nicole. After this season, Nicole's gonna be the new Karen.
She's Karen.
I hate it.
I don't think we're getting it back.
I don't think so either. I'm seriously so annoyed though, like with Nicole and like her whole handling of this week. Like, you know, it's one thing to think that she's annoying, but she's just being straight up an idiot.
Well, it's because she honestly thinks that everyone's there to play for her. Like the game revolves around her. Everyone's there to support her and to like save her and like no. Like
no, that's not why we're here. We're here for Davon to win.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
If she doesn't realize that Davon is gonna get like all the like she's gonna come out here even more loved than she was very much.
I know.
Loved.
She's always been a fan favorite, but like
it was because she never lasted long in the game to even be able to be up for the opportunity to be America's favorite player. You know what I mean? Like when her going so soon, like 17, like
I don't care what happens, she's winning.
Oh, I know she is. She is.
She has to. Like she's getting my vote. Like last season I did end up voting for Nicole A.
Too, because who else was there to vote for?
Because you know, and there was a Kemi campaign, but like it was just too much of a long shot. She was too much of a long shot. There's no way she was gonna win. Would I have liked for Kemi to get America's favorite player? Absolutely. But even especially now, like after talking to her and stuff, like yes, I absolutely would have loved that. But it just wasn't gonna happen. There's nothing that we could have done.
No. She went out too soon. The people that go out before jury, when do they ever win America's favorite player?
It's never happened.
Right. They're not going to. So you have to be a jury member for one.
Yes. And
you have to make a big enough splash in the game and be memorable enough for people to vote for you.
Yeah.
You have to be an underdog. You have to be you have to be rooted for some way. And then it doesn't go your way. So then they're like, okay.
Yeah, and like Kemi had that. She had the memorability, like she was memorable and everything, but she just didn't have the support because like the casuals were never gonna go for that. But Davon, I could see, I will learn how to make a bot. I don't care what I have to do.
I'm gonna make
Davon is winning America's favorite player, and
I honestly think she is.
I do too. Like.
I think she is only because, like, just by the fact that her veto win on BB updates literally got the most likes. It got almost as many likes as Nicole winning America's favorite player. That was people were like unfollowing it. So
I saw it, or like everybody go on like this. It's so cute. But yeah, it's just, I don't know.
Honestly, I can see Tyler going this week. That's what I'm hoping for. That's where I think that the votes are going to align. I feel like they might even put Danny in a spot where she has to make a choice, and it's going to blow up her game either way, because if she votes out Ian, Nicole is not going to trust her.
No, I don't think so. I think no.
It's her two allies. Like what? How stupid is this girl?
Right, but Nicole. Right, but Nicole is aware that like she already knows that Danny would break it in Tyler's favor. Like they've already had that conversation.
It's so fucking stupid.
I agree, and it is stupid because like it's still somebody that you've been gunning for. Like it's somebody that you started the week wanting out, and now you have every opportunity, the perfect opportunity to get him out.
They're stupid for keeping him. They honestly are so stupid for keeping him.
You literally have 3 votes locked for Tyler to go. You only need 1, and then you can break it.
I honestly see it happening because I feel like Enzo would vote out Tyler because he already said it. He's like, it's not a good game move to keep him.
The problem is with Enzo is that he's playing so much like I just don't like because he's been playing like
he doesn't like Ian, so I feel like that I don't know
what's gonna happen.
Oh my god, not spoiler, girl. Fucking bullshit. You want to hear what she tweeted?
What'd she say?
She said, AG likes Tyler, but she's not a fan of the Committee Alliance. Davon is one of her favorites. Yeah, right. I don't believe anything.
Yeah, Rob said Enzo plays only to the person he's talking to, and I 100% agree with that. I don't know. I don't think that anybody knows where Enzo's loyalties lie because he is so good at making whoever he is talking to feel like they're his number one.
Yeah. Which is like what Tyler does too. But honestly, Tyler has been
because he doesn't want to be there. I don't know. But okay, well, we're not getting Asha back. I don't think. So we will go for tonight. What?
Hold on, this is pretty great. Devon, Kevin, and David solidified an alliance together.
It's fucking day 41.
Wait for it. So Devon said, we're the only alliance where all of our people have won something. And Kevin said, you know what our alliance name is? And he said, the house. Everyone's like, I just want to vote with the house so we can vote with us. And they said, you're so annoying, but that's cute.
What did Kevin win?
Kevin won veto. He won veto twice. Didn't he?
No.
He won veto twice, pretty sure. Or once, at least.
On this season?
Yeah. Didn't he win veto? He had it around his neck. Pretty sure he won veto.
I believe you. I just don't remember it.
He won veto. He took himself off the block.
He did?
It was in the beginning. It was like it was in the beginning. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I believe you. No, I believe you. I just have blocked out so much of the season that I legitimately don't remember it.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know about twice, but maybe he won at least once. But I'm pretty sure he won veto. And we were not happy about it. Kevin did take himself off the blocks. Yeah, see?
No, like I said, I believe you. I just literally don't remember it. I like, what comp was it? Can somebody tell me what comp it was?
It was the one that they blew up in the face.
Oh, I forgot. I haven't watched a fucking episode in like.
He hung on the thing.
Yeah, I didn't even watch that episode.
Puppet master.
That's why I don't remember it. That's why I don't. Who was he up against? Who was HOH? I legitimately don't remember this at all.
It was before
because nothing has mattered. Like none of it has mattered.
It was not Tyler. It was Enzo. There you go.
So week 2?
Yeah, it was like in the beginning. That's what I'm saying. Like there hasn't been that many weeks. Like he won a veto. He took himself off.
Like I said, I believe you. I'm baffled with myself that I legitimately don't remember any of this. Who went home that week then? So like, hold on.
Bailey watched her video too. I'm gonna watch that later.
Oh, me too. So Enzo was HOH. He put up Kevin and
David. No.
Oh, this is when Nicole went home. Yes, because Kevin won HOH, and then Nicole got put up on the block, and then Nicole went home. Okay.
Yes, and David and
Got it. Okay. Yep, I remember now. Sorry, that took a lot to jog my memory. That's how bad this season has been. It's been so boring. Sorry.
Oh, I can't wait to watch Bailey's video.
Yeah, I'm going to too. So we'll be back on Thursday, I guess. Right?
Houston.
Oh, it's when Kaser.
Oh, it's when Kaser went home. That was one of the times.
I don't remember anything from this season, and it's not even halfway over.
They all got put on the block together the very first, like at first, like they got put on together, and then just never won HOH. Never won veto, because I think like whoever Memphis won veto also. Whoever was HOH also won veto. When Nicole went home.
Okay. I'll just stay confused. I'll Google it later. I don't remember anything.
I'll Google it later.
Everything's fine.
Yes, we're going to Kristen from BB Can on Thursday.
Yes, super excited to see her. I've never seen her season, but I see her on Rob Has a Podcast all the time. So
she wasn't actually on a season.
Oh, she wasn't?
So she was.
I have never
in
seen a season of BB Can, so I don't
she
know.
was- Okay, so she was on the season where there was like a bunch of people that Canada had a vote to go into the house, and she didn't get voted into the house. So she just like,
That's cruel.
yeah, it's fucked up. Like they think that they're going on the show,
That's
and
worse than a night one eviction.
yeah, really is. So she never got voted in, and then she just became such a big like on Twitter. Everyone loved her because she was just watching the show as it was happening, and like she couldn't like she wasn't actually on the season.
That's
She
funny.
got screwed. She really got screwed.
That's funny because, like, I was gonna say because the only thing that I know her from is from her on Row Has a Podcast because she's on with she's on with Tara all the time. So
Yeah, she goes on Raw House. She has her own podcast. Like
yeah, we follow her here on Twitch.
yeah. So so like she didn't actually get a chance to, and she didn't like lose. You know what I mean? Like she didn't like just suck and like she was in David. She was in Net One. She literally just Canada didn't like the way she looked and didn't vote her in because all you know is looks. All you see is a picture.
Yeah.
Like I think she's so cute.
I think she is too. So we're not gonna do it right now probably because we don't have that many people on right now. But I just so we stream through a streaming software, but I like opened up the Twitch video producer thing today because I was trying to find something, and I figured out how to raid a channel. I don't actually know what that does. I don't know what happens when you raid a channel, but we have the ability to do that now.
What is it?
I see Taryn do it all the time, and people are always like, "Thank you for the raid," so it must be a happy thing. I don't know. We can try it because the only person that we can raid right now is my friend Justin.
Oh, it says you can send user raid.
Do you want to do it? It could be our first one because we only have a couple people on there.
Now?
I mean, we can't because the only person that we have on there is my friend Justin, and he's been working on his Twitch channel for like years. And so there's like 3 people on there right now, so it's literally just gonna help him out. But
With raids help streamers send their viewers to another live channel at the end of their stream. Don't you technically do that?
no, we just host, but that sounds quite the same thing. But I don't know.
Oh.
Do you want to do it?
No, Alex has to do that to us.
Host us?
Yeah,
No, raid us.
Raid us. Oh my god, my face is I'm like watching myself.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Is that okay, people in the chat? There's not that many of you, so tell me if that's okay if you want to do it. His name on Twitch is Moobs Like Java. Moobs. Get it? I don't know. Do it?
Sure, I don't know what it does, so
Somebody said do it. Okay, we'll do it. It'll be fun.
I don't even know what it is.
I don't either. We're gonna find out. Okay.
It was raiding.
We're doing it. We're doing
So
it.
is it raiding? It raids. Leave. Hi.
Okay.
I can claim a bonus. Cool. I don't know what this does.
Oh, it literally just switches their thing to. Okay, cool. That's interesting. It just switches their. Okay, so we're good. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, but now everyone left.
No, because yeah.
He's watching a video game. You were rated. Cool, so now he got more viewers.
Yeah, this was fun. I like that. Yeah, he's playing a game, and they're just in his chat now.
With a party of 8. What is this?
Oh, this is so cute.
Hi. I'm gonna write that.
Okay.
Wait, what is this? What is this meme you got here, Crystal?